All worth it. It's all worth it, fellas. It ain't nothing but work. Ain't nothing but work.
That's all it is.
Hard work. Make easy work. I love when they count me out. I love when they start making future plans. What do you guys think about Robbie and GSP in New York in November? How do you think Wonder Boy's gonna pair up against Robbie? Well, shit, unless they're gonna fight in a non-title fight, we won't even talk about it. And keep that GSP in there. I like that. I like that GSP talk. I like that Conor McGregor talk. I like that Nick Diaz talk. That Nate Diaz talk. I got kids too. I want to eat. So keep them talks going. When I walk away with that belt, we're gonna continue them talks. We're gonna earn some money because Robbie won't talk about what he believes. He thinks people are intimidated by him. And I look him in his eye, he's fucking shaking. He was trembling. His voice starts to crack, like Kanato said. You can't just dive in on legs, so we're gonna use strikes to get to the takedown. In certain positions in fighting that you will be in, you will be against the cage, back against the cage, and also pushing somebody against the cage. You will hit the ground potentially if you have a wrestling background or if someone knocked your butt to the ground. So we're going to work on strikes to get to the takedown, ways to get off the cage and ways to put the person on the cage, and also once you get on top, how to actually get some good strikes in and not just kind of hold the person down. So we'll work a little bit of that, maybe do a few live goals, and then that'll be it. Zak's coming down, and I didn't even know he had a fight until after I called him and said, you know what, I have a fight, they haven't announced it yet, so it's perfect timing. We're so close in proximity, we're only like 4.5 hours away, and we never really trained together. I've known him, we fought our first fight, September 25th, 2009 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We both fought and debuted there. So then I started thinking about his fight style, his endurance, the way he pushes forward. And sometimes you just need somebody that's going to pace you and hold you accountable. So I reached out to the homie Zak, said, come down, let's get some grinding in. He also used to fight at 185, which means he's probably going to be a little bit bigger than me. And my whole training camp so far, guys have outweighed me by quite a few pounds. So I'm looking forward to it. Damn, you strong motherfucker. Maybe I should have seen your eyes like damn, what the hell you eating for? Nutrition, dog. Damn.
I tried.
Good, damn. That was sneaking around. Made you feel like I was going to your mommy. Carlos does that a lot. He does it. If I was fighting in St. Louis, I would have to come out to this song. Wrapped up day 1. UFC Road to the Octagon, Countdown, whatever they call it. 360 footage of the fight camp leading up to the fight. So as you can tell, my voice is gone. I've been screaming, yelling, punching mitts, doing strength and conditioning, grappling, hit a little bit of bag. Now it's time to take a shower, take my ass, get a massage, reset, repeat. Today we are going to the chiropractor #1 to get this damn body together. You either got to do it the old school way, massage, chiropractic, eating right, sleeping well, or you got to do it the old, un-the-fashioned way, which is popping that pill. And I don't think you saw the playing games with people, so I've been doing it the old way my whole career. I don't plan on changing it, so I have to go and put Humpty Dumpty back together again after all the hard training.
Sorry.
Yeah, you know, Dean is, a lot of people know this about me, Dean actually started training me
started training me my last two. He started cornering me my last two amateur fights. So he basically, I saw him at a meet, and surprisingly, Robbie Lawler was refereeing those fights.
Oh no, not
Yeah.
Here we go again.
He was refereeing those fights. And they said, hey, it's Dean Thomas, man. He with ATT. I'm like, hey, what's up, Dean? How you doing, man? Pleasure to meet you. Because I was with the ATT satellite in Missouri, Columbia. And I said, hey, man, can you corner me? He said, all right. So he just walked out and cornered me. Philosophy. We have the same philosophy on fighting, but in a different way. He's more the cerebral, more the strategic way. And I'm just blatant honest. Like, I can look at a person, whether I go out there and do exactly what I'm supposed to do, I can look at what you do, and I can look at what I do, and I can make my style beat your style.
Yeah, well, we actually have a little like.
Maybe put some shoes on, because I look crazy as hell.
In practice.
I just got these and they're not broken in yet. So what I've been doing is, I've been wearing them without socks, washing them every day. So when I dry them, then they go back to the normal socks and they're never really broken in. So today I gotta go mold them church socks. Lights up to take care of. I'm going to try to give him FaceTime. Yeah, it's like better now. You got on the Spartan gear, man. My wife went to Michigan State.
Oh, for real?
Oh my God, she be all go green, go white right about now.
That's it, man. She know the deal.
See, I went to Mizzou, so I'm a Big 12. See, the Big 10, the Big 12, we kind of.
Yeah, man. It's hard.
I appreciate it, man. Like, those small things, man. I know what help. I just listen to you talk about it. I'm just imagining, my three boys and my daughter, my wife, and it's been a deal, man. I feel it.
I heard. I'm telling you what. I just put my girls alone on. I forget,
brother.
I see it in a minute.
All right.
I tell your wife, I said, go free.
All right, go white. All right.
She got the train.
A little bit. Bah! That was that. Picked him off of his read because I didn't realize that down the line in the movie I would have more weeks, more exposure, and I get to drop that famous line, "Hey yo Q, you coming?" Which I practiced in the trailer for 30-40 minutes, which is embarrassing because it's one sentence, but there's so many different ways you can say it. So when they had the clippers to my face about to trim my actual beard. Right? Oh, wait. So the guy came and said, all right, Cube said you can switch him. You don't have to shave his beard. You don't have to put a beard. He good, go. Just trim him down a little bit, goatee him up, and he out. So I was like, oh, thank you, God. I didn't want to shave my beard. So long story short, unfortunately, this young man named Ricky, who was supposed to play T-Bone from the Lynch Mob, he got recasted as JD, and then he didn't even film that first day, and then they recasted him, so he didn't even make the movie. They brought in another dude named Jordan to play JD. So I felt bad for him, but at the same token, I got triple the exposure in the film. Got my one little line, a nice little, zoomed in shot. And yeah, man, I made a good relationship with the director, Ice Cube's son. I got to hang out with Cube a couple of scenes, and in general, it was just a good experience. First, we're gonna eat some oatmeal in a cup, some black coffee with some Splenda, my pre-workout. Then we're gonna hit some pads, do some drills.
Johnny Bangs on the track.
Breezy Beats Production.
We spent a lot of time up in Milwaukee with Duke Ruthless, and I think they've done a great job working on his striking. I think you're going to see a more complete fighter than you've seen in the cage, and I think he's going to use all those tools over the course of the fight, both standing, on the ground, wherever the fight may go.
I'm sneaking cameras and shit around. Right now they're doing all women boot camp. It's called Bad Bitch Boot Camp.
July 30th. So when I go here, I go, and new, 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 welterweight champion of the world. That's what I came with. And new, and new, and new, and new, and new. The world ain't saying it, but he's saying it. He been in the gym. He seen how hard I train. He know that cardio stuff is bullshit. He watched me put in double the amount of work he put in. And come July 30th, that's why he's so pissy. That's why he's so mad. He gonna lose that belt, and I'm taking it from him. All day. You better put some respect on that name. 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 You better put some on it. But every time I turn, I'm loading. I'm loading. I'm loading. Every time I turn, I'm loading that power. Every time I shut this power, I'm defeated. This is the year where I changed my life. It's the year where I changed my family life. This is the year I stopped spectating and I start participating in greatness. The year of the chosen one, the year of my time to reign. This is the year I take home gold, I keep gold, and I fight for my fucking life for this belt. When I retire, I'll be in the Hall of Fame. I'll be one of the greatest. Just like Muhammad Ali. We love him now. Nobody believed he was gonna do what he said. Nobody had confidence in him. Nobody liked the way he was talking and predicting rounds. Let somebody else do that. Let Conor do it. Let Anderson Silva do it. Let fucking Chael Sonnen do it. Everybody go crazy. Let the chosen one do it. The hater rate comes out in gallons. But guess what?
So we talking about this epic bag session. It was at the Rufus camp. It was a hard training camp. Everybody was in camp. Chico, Serge, Biggie, Manny, Showtime. Shit, Duke told me the other day, I said, man, I'm punching hard today, dog. You sure don't want me to just hit the bag instead of that body shield? He said, shit, I'm in it like you, man. I want to coach another world champion. He said, I'm in this as much as you are. So don't worry about me. I'm getting pumped up. So shout out to Duke, man. I love Duke like a dad, man. He's an awesome individual. He's accepted me with open arms and let me into his family. So thank you, Duke. Shout out to the Rufus Sport Camp. So back to this epic pad session, bag session. So I went in there, I felt the energy. Sometimes as an alpha male, it's not just to hoard over people and to fucking bully people. Sometimes it's to use that leadership and that ability to change the atmosphere and to change the energy in the setting. And I used it that night to project greatness into the facility. So we started talking about and new. So every time I dig to the bag, no matter how tired I was, I started chanting, I started screaming, and new. And everybody know what that means. No matter where you are in your career, you know what that means. And if you in MMA, you should be chasing to hear that. To have Bruce Buffer yell that. To have Dana White come and wrap that belt around your waist. And they better not send no Sean Shelby, Joe Silva, or nobody else to wrap the belt around my waist. If it ain't Dana, I'm taking it off and I'm putting it on the ground. And I'm saying, no, I've watched this since I was a teenager. And I want to see you gonna wrap this belt around my waist. So we had this session and I went first on the pads. And I started punching as hard as you've ever seen, as fast. I went 5-minute rounds like it was nothing. And I just got everybody pumped up. And then Pettis got on the pads. And then Biggie got on the pads. And then Manny was on the bag. And then Chico was shadow boxing. But I just started chanting stuff. I said, Biggie, man, they think you in the shadows, dog. They think you a shadow. You shadow by all the people in here, all the champions. I said, it's time for you to break through, dog. It's time for you to make your own claim. Then I said, Pettis, they forgot, dog, you the champ. You know what it feel like. You big brother to us. We ain't never felt the gold. It's time to get back. They counting you out. They think you washed up. And I started talking to little brother. Hey man, it's time for you to do your own thing, man. They think you in the shadows of big bro. You your own fighter. I said, Chico, you the king without a crown. Like my homie Thizzle got that joint, king without a crown. You gotta check that out. So I said, you been in the streets. That fighting ain't scary to you. Rules, a cage, parameters, a referee there to protect you. I said, you the king without a crown. Time to take what's yours. So we started yelling, we started chanting. I'm talking about so much sweat. We was beating the bags, chains flying everywhere. That's probably why Duke had to get them new bags in there. And we was just abusing the bags. And then we did these long competitive jump roping. We were supposed to do one round. Then Manny gonna try to stay on there as usual, doing some extra. And then Biggie said, fuck that, we doing some extra. And then there was just a competition. And then we started doing double jump competition. Before you know it, man, we all grew that night. We all grew that night, and you can bring that up to any of those guys and say, hey, Tyron said he want to talk about this epic bag and mid session you guys had. Nobody would ever confuse it with any other session. So that's what I feel like today about training. 5 weeks away from the fight. Today is Friday. Friday, June 24, 2018. and 16, over a month away from my fight, 5 weeks away to be exact, and I had that breakthrough moment. So imagine if I can recreate that atmosphere 4 more times before I fight, and how the level goes up every single time the closer you get to the fight, because it gets more real and more real and more real, and it's more at stake, and I'm in better shape to push it up. I'm lighter in weight so I can move faster. I'm more skilled because I've been prepped properly by Duke and Dean Thomas. So it is what it is. So I'm gonna go in here and knock out this strength and conditioning. Apologize for being late to my homie Derek, but I could not leave. We was having too great of a conversation, too much wisdom flying around. Felt the spirit in the gym. Great session, and the sparring is number one. Everything else is secondary. So, pat, 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 pow!